especially coming with me. You got that to the club, girl, you can drink. Your friends saying we don't care what they think.
Story time on how I found my 70-year-old father and my 27-year-old best friend of 14 years fucking. Now, she's a girl, by the way. She's a girl. It's not a guy. Okay. Okay, we got a few side notes that we can use in our hand in the notebook in the future and in the long run of this story. Okay, she's my best friend 14 years. She's a stud. She's a stud. Okay. She's been around my family, my whole family. My family thinks I'm gay because I'm always with her. I'm with her literally every day that I'm not at work, right? Okay. I stay with my parents. It's not unnormal to see her at my house, because we together. She know my family, I know hers. Right. Okay. What else? My mother is handicapped. Like I said, this is stuff that we can use at the end in the near in the yeah. My mother is handicapped. It happened at home in the house while my mama was there. Um, yeah. So this happened last Monday, July 28th. Never forget the date. Okay. So I was supposed to do a double. I was supposed to do 16 hours. I was supposed to do 7 a.m. to 6 to 11 p.m. Just so happened I got off at 7 o'clock. Now I didn't tell nobody I got off at 7 o'clock, but I did call my mama and ask her what she ate and everything like that. And she said she hadn't ate nothing. And I know my daddy got off at 5 o'clock. Now my best friend had been taking my daddy to and from work all week because he needed a ride and he didn't want to pay Uber or Lyft when he could have been paying my best friend because she was out of work. She needed the money. Nothing. I didn't see nothing wrong with that. So I go get my mama something to eat. Now my daddy called me at 7 o'clock. Right at 7 o'clock, I didn't answer because I was doing something at work. I didn't leave work until like 7:30 ish. So I go get my mama something to eat and I make it home. Now I do see my best friend car in the driveway, which is not alarming because she, excuse me, because it's normal to see her at my house. Now, normally she is parked in the driveway in her car. Now my best friend does have 5% tint all the way around her car like I do, and you can't really see inside the car unless you walk up on the car. So I genuinely don't know if she's in the car or not. So I pull up. Side note, I got a charger. I ain't got no mufflers. My car is loud, so you hear my car whenever I pull up anywhere. You gonna hear my car, and I also have loud music. So I pull up, I park, and I park dead in front of the door. So I get out. The door is open. The wood door is open. The screen door is closed and locked. We do have a dog, and the dog is standing at attention at the door. So he, you know when a dog sees something. So I walk in the door, and I look to the left, and there they are. My daddy giving my best friend head. So I'm baffled. I'm like, what are y'all doing? Like, if y'all know me, I'm real calm. I'm the calmest person you'll ever meet. So I'm calm. Like, what are y'all doing? And she like, oh, there goes Tamaya. Bitch, did you want me to see this shit? So I keep walking because I do have my mama food in my hand. My mama ain't ate all day. It's 8 o'clock at night. So I take my mama her food in her room. Like I said, my mama is handicapped. So they got the door closed. So I take up her food. My mama is trying to talk to me, like how's your day, and things like that. And I can't talk right now because I'm still baffled. My hands is shaking. I'm confused. So I give her food. She's trying to talk, and I literally cannot talk to my mama. So I get her food. I walk back out. Now there was a whole probably not even 30-second interaction. So I walk back to the living room. My best friend is gone, and my daddy is in there standing bright eyed bushy tail because he's scared as shit because I saw them. So I asked my daddy. I'm like, Daddy, what were y'all doing? He like nothing. Now if you know me, my daddy is my everything. I'm a daddy's girl. Like I've been for life. My daddy has been in my life all my life. I'm a daddy's girl. My daddy can do no wrong in my eyes. What I thought. So I asked him again. I'm like, Daddy, I'm finna pop you on your shit. What were y'all doing? He hit me with the nothing again. I walk outside because I'm a respectful child. I would never, I never thought I would disrespect my daddy. So I walk outside to control, control myself. So I walk outside. I get in my car. My best friend is long gone down the fucking street. She's long gone. So I get on the phone with my brother. I instantly call my brother because my brother is my safe space. My brother is 500 miles away from me, but my brother is my safe space when I'm mad. So I call him, let him know what's going on. I'm like, I'm finna go beat this bitch because you just don't do no shit like that. So I go back in the house. Mind you, my mama don't know nothing that's going on. My mama don't know nothing. I didn't tell my mama nothing when I walked out. So I walk back in. My dad is still sitting on the couch, baffled as fuck. So I go in my mama room. I walk past him because we ain't got shit to talk about right now. We ain't got nothing to talk about. So I go in my mama room. I'm like, I'm finna go beat Tamara ass. She like, what's going on? I'm like, I'm finna go beat Tamara ass. And I walk back out. As I'm walking out, she like, Tamaya, be careful. So I go back outside. I call her. I call Tamara. I'm like, she don't answer. So I text her. I'm like, Tamara, answer the fucking phone because be fucking for real. So she don't answer. I call. I think my cousin. I'm like, T-Money, I'm finna go. If I go to jail tonight, it's because I'm finna beat Tamara ass. She like, what's going on? I tell her whole situation. My best friend called. So I hang up on her. I call. I missed the call. She hung. She let it ring for only a few times, and then she hung up. So I instantly called back. She answered. So I'm like, Tamara, what were y'all doing? We was chilling. I said, bitch, where the fuck you at? Because I'm finna come beat your ass. Now, at this time, we're screaming back and forth. She like, you ain't gonna understand my side of the story. He came on to me. So I'm screaming. We both screaming at the phone. I'm like, what the fuck you mean he came on to you? If you ever felt uncomfortable, you could have fucking left. The door was right there. Any other time that we into it, you leave, right? So I'm like, Tamara, wherever you at, I'm finna come beat your motherfucking ass because you don't do no shit like that. So we got each other location. So it's I see where you going. She's going toward her house. So I pull off because I'm finna go beat this bitch ass. So I call my cousin back and I'm like, yeah, I finished telling her the story, and she like, you got her location? I'm like, yeah, I got her location. I see where she at. I see where she going. I'm on my way. So of course I'm so upset because what the fuck is going on? Like, tell me what the fuck is going on. So I'm not thinking of it. I done missed my turn and everything. I'm just driving. I'm just driving. So I realized that I'm just driving, and I'm like, damn, I done missed my turn because I'm so upset. So I get back en route to her house. My best friend like, you still see her location? I'm like, yeah. She cut her location off. Okay, this part two, the final part. So she cut her location off. Of course now I can't see her location, but I know what area she's going to. So I'm sitting on the phone with my cousin, and I finished telling her the story. So my brother called me. I'm like, okay, I'll call you back. So my brother called me. He said he didn't call her, he didn't FaceTime her, he didn't curse her out, and she like that. So I'm like, did you see where she was at? He was like, she had a gas station. They got green. So I know my best friend. My best friend goes to the same gas station, her favorite gas station by her house. So I know exactly where she at. So I get off the phone with my brother. I call her sister. I'm like, Keisha, I finna go beat Tamara ass because so and so. I told her the story. She was like, I don't blame you. So don't know what the fuck that was. But yeah, so now I'm on the way to the green gas station because I know exactly where she at now. So um yeah, I pull up into the green gas station. She's sitting there at the pump. So I pull up with her. She rolled her window down. She like, is this how we gonna end our friendship? Bitch, this friendship is over. Cause what the fuck you mean you fucking on my daddy? My daddy. So she like, oh, you gonna take his side? I said, bitch, ain't no motherfucking side to take. What do you mean? Take his side? Ain't no side to take. So I'm like, Tamara, let's go. Let's go somewhere where ain't no people at, because we yelling at each other. And I don't like attention. I'm never the type to seek attention. I said, let's go somewhere where can't nobody call the police, can't nobody record. I ain't with all that shit. So she like, okay, now mind you, my best friend is drunk as shit. I realize that she's drunk as shit, which is, doesn't help at all. So we pull off. I'm following her because I'm finna follow you. Yeah, excuse me. So I'm following her. We go to this park across the street from her apartments. Now her and her sister stay in the same apartments. This is sign up. So, we go to the park and I get out. I park my car right beside hers. I get out. Now, there's people at the park too, which I didn't expect because it's dark. What the fuck are y'all doing at the park? So I do genuinely want to fight this girl. I don't end up fighting her. We yelling at each other trying to get, she trying to get her point across. She was like, um he came on to me and he made me feel uncomfortable. I said, why you ain't leave, Tamara? Of course I'm not this calm, but I'm like, why you ain't leave? Um, oh, I was feeling uncomfortable. The door was right there. Then she goes to say, now my best friend does have social anxiety. Okay, she has it to the max, right? Which makes no fucking sense of her saying this. So she like, oh, I got social anxiety. I'm like, Tamara, what the fuck did that have to do with anything? Now I do genuinely want to hear her, but I have too much to lose. If you know me, I got a lot to lose. I got a job. I got a lot to lose. She has literally nothing to lose. Literally nothing. I would tell her business, but I'm not that type, right? She got literally nothing to lose. So if I fight this girl, somebody call the police, we both going to jail. She ain't got shit to lose. I got a job. I got a job to go to. I got people to manage, right? So I leave from her house. This is basically the end of the story, almost the end of the story. So I leave from her house. I go talk to her sister because we're literally right across the street from her apartment. So I go talk to her sister. I've been to her sister for a minute. I'm like, yeah, this friendship is over. We'll never, it's no rekindling this now. We can be cool, me and you, Keisha. Like, it's no hard for the feelings towards you because you've done nothing to me. So I leave from with her sister. I go back home. My dad is still in the fucking living room. I ain't told my mama nothing. So my brother is on the phone. My daddy going off. Going the fuck off. So I go back in the house. My daddy he just look at me, walk past because I don't want to talk to you right now because I know what the fuck I saw. So I go back in my mama room. I don't. My mama like, what's going on? So I just sit at the end of her bed. Now at this time, my feelings are starting to show. Now, if you know me, I do not show emotion. I'm always happy. I'm always this jolly person. I'm always the one that's laughing about shit. So my emotions start to sit in because it's like my daddy fucking up my best friend. Two of the people that means dear life to me. Like these people mean so much to me. And y'all fucking. Now, I sit at the end of my mama's bed, and I just sit with my back towards her, and I start to cry. Like I don't want her to see my tears fall because she still don't know what the fuck is going on. So, yeah. So she like, Tamaya, please tell me what's going on. Please tell me what's going on. And I'm constantly shaking my head because I don't want to be the one to tell my mama that I just saw my daddy and my fucking best friend, the girl that she treats like a daughter, fucking. So somehow, some way, like I said, my daddy is still on the phone with my brother. He been on the phone with my brother for like 30 minutes. My brother been cursing him out, talking shit to him for a whole 30 minutes, the whole time while I was gone. So my brother somehow, like I said, he's 500 miles away, convinced my daddy to come tell my mama what the fuck was going on. So my daddy come in the room. He was like, yeah, I fucked up. She gave me head. That's not what the fuck I saw when I walked in. It was the other way around. Now, like I said, my best friend has been my best friend for 14 years. I know my best friend. I know when she's sexually active too. Like we best friends. Me knowing my best friend is not finna get nobody head, a nigga head, first of all. Okay. If she is fucking with a nigga, she not gonna give him head on the first time they doing it. She not gonna give him head the first time they doing it. So man, if she done gave you head, you done gave her head. This is not the first time. Okay, so my mama, I mean my dad will tell my mama that. My mama hit my dad upside the head. Like I said, my mama handicapped. She got everything she need right beside the bed. My mama hit my dad upside the head, across the head with the mop. Now my daddy is drunk too. Okay, my daddy is drunk as shit. He walked back out. So my mama started crying, of course, because her feelings are hurt. Like two people that she thought that she could trust. So my daddy finally come back. I'm still sitting there with my mama because I'm still baffled. I'm still hurt because this shit hurt. Like this shit hurt. So my daddy come back in and he comes back in like everything is normal. So he sit on the side of the bed with my mama and I start going off. My daddy was everything in the book. I've never been that disrespectful to my father at all. My daddy was literally everything under the sun. Because you hurt me. You hurt your youngest daughter. Your youngest child. You done hurt her. You done betrayed her. You done did everything under the sun that you're not supposed to do as a father. A 70-year-old father to your daughter. So yeah, that's basically the end of the story. My dad, he's trying to talk to me. We literally have nothing to talk about. He asked me the other day when I was talking to my mama, how long you gonna stay mad at me? The fuck do you mean? How long am I supposed to stay mad at you? We have nothing to talk about. You literally, you done did the worst of the worst. You could have went to go get with a prostitute on the mall. Y'all could have went and got a room. Y'all could have fucked in her car. Y'all decided to fuck in the living room with my mama in the house and her door is closed. Now y'all might say, how long this been going on. Now, me being the best friend, okay? Me and my best friends have been best friends for 14 years. I've said it like 50, 11 times. So, people have hard times. My best friend has, been without a place to stay, not one time, not two times, but three times. But the first two times, well, the first time she did something. The second time she did something crazy again. But I don't want my best friend, homeless. So, but she can't stay with me. So I asked my parents, hey, can Tamara stay with y'all? They said yeah. So my best friend stayed with my parents from January 2024 to I think like October 2024. I think that's how long they've been fucking. And the fucked up part about it, January of 2025, I moved with my parents. And we've been together almost every day, chilling, doing what best friends do. This girl been playing in my face for almost a whole fucking year. This bitch been fucking my daddy for a whole fucking year.
Yeah, I just fell out with my best friend almost 10 years. 10 years since 8th grade. I'm 21 now. Over $40. And as petty as it sounds, y'all probably like $40. Really? $40 you throw away a 8-year, 9-year friendship for $40? Yes. Yes, I did. On God, I did. Because let me tell y'all something. I don't mind helping nobody and I'm a good ass friend. But once I feel like you're taking advantage, that's when the problem come in. So let me tell y'all. I allowed my best friend, my ex-best friend, and her boyfriend to stay with me for about 2-3 months, 2 months consecutively. But mind you, when I first moved in, when me and my boyfriend first moved in, they were spending the night consecutively, like every weekend, weekdays, all that shit. So you can't live nowhere for free, nowhere. But I didn't charge them until like y'all would start staying consecutively every night. Y'all eating food, y'all taking showers, y'all living here. You know what I'm saying? So like around the middle of February, then mind you, every other night there's arguing. Me and my boyfriend don't even argue and fight in our house like they was. Like, they was literally fighting in this home. At 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning. I got neighbors. People got to go to work in the morning. People got to go to school in the morning. Just inconsiderate. All the way together. So, this is when everything hit the fan for real, for real. But I'm going to go back and I'm going to tell y'all the other details of the story. So, I do lashes. I had like 4 clients. It came nighttime, and my boyfriend and her boyfriend, everybody was just making plans. Like, they wanted to go out, they wanted to do this. It's a Friday night. I'm stuck on, like, my hair not done, I'm not going. Like, my hair is not done. That's all I kept saying. My hair not done, I'm not in the mood. I just got done working, I'm tired, I don't want to go. So, everybody trying to convince me to go. Everybody. And her boyfriend, we gonna call him, babe, what's the nickname for him?
That nigga Steve.
What?
A Steve.
A Steve. Okay.
A blue collar Steve.
A blue collar Steve. Okay. Steve, and we gonna call the bitch, my ex-best friend, we gonna call her Noodle Nick, because that bitch skinny as fuck and I'ma flip her ass. So, they got to arguing. They wasn't arguing yet. He had got a call from his homeboys on the west side and was just like, oh, we finna go over there. Sean, your best friend don't want to go out. Oh, okay, me and you could just go over there. But Noodle Neck, she stuck on like, I don't want to be over there with a whole bunch of niggas by myself. I don't want to go over there. I don't want to sit in the car. He telling her to sit in the car of her own car. He telling her that he gonna drive her car to the west side, and she gonna sit in the car because she don't want to be around a whole bunch of niggas. So she's trying to convince me to come and sit in the car with her. I'm still stuck on, like, I'm not going out. I don't want to go. But the nigga is getting mad as he continuously asks her to go, and she continuously asks me to go. Right after he asks her, he's getting mad because, like, why do she got to go for you to go with me? Like, that's basically what he's saying. So I finally cave in. I'm like, okay, fuck it. Like, just to shut his ass up, I'll go. Like, okay. I said yes. That shit hit the fan. He got madder. Like, she started getting ready. She was already in the process of getting ready and shit. But she started really getting ready and shit when I said that I'll go. And he like, oh, I'm not going no more. Like, everything just shifted. Everybody agreed to go. Just to shut this nigga up. And when I finally agreed to go.
Just so he wouldn't beat this bitch ass.
When I finally decided to go, like, okay, you don't want to go no more. So me and my boyfriend and my brother, we go get, well, his brother, but he like my brother too. We go get some Rellos and shit, and we just come back to the house. So when we come back to the house, they in the living room fine. The house is 3 stories. You got the garage, you go upstairs, the living room area, you go upstairs, the bedroom area. So, mind you, they be fighting on all 3 flights. All 3 stories of the house, they be fighting. So we walk back in, they're fighting in the living room. So, like, we done seen this shit so many times, y'all. Like, through these 4 months of being back friends with her and shit, they done fought so many times. So, like, at this point, we just like, fuck it. We go upstairs in our room, we go to bed. Like, we not playing relationship counselor today. I played relationship counselor on my birthday, my 21st birthday. The fuck? I had to leave my birthday dinner because y'all ate my shit fine. What? What kind of best friend? Best friend. You missed your best friend's birthday because you and your nigga fine at your best friend's house. But we gonna fast forward. So, like, why they fine or whatever the case may be, I'm asleep. But I wake up in the middle of the night. I wake up at like 3:50 in the morning and I go pee. He's sitting on the steps, mad as fuck. Like, mad as fuck. And I just walk right past his ass because I don't want to deal with that shit. I don't like her nigga. Like, I don't like him ever since the first situation happened. I don't like this nigga. So, like, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, I went to the bathroom. I come back in the room to my phone. I got like 6 missed calls from Noodle Nick. So I call her. Well, she's calling back again as I'm picking up my phone. I answer the phone. Coretta, can you come get me? I'm walking. He stole my car. All this shit. So I get out of my bed at 4 o'clock in the morning, laying next to my nigga. My nigga waking up wondering where the fuck I'm at. I go and pick this bitch up. When I left, he left. Steve, he left. He following me, like, as I'm picking her up, box the car in. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm driving, he pull around my car, stop, making me stop. come and pull her out the car by her hair, her arms and shit. Take her to a warehouse, a abandoned warehouse, and threaten to unalive both of them. Like, so as a best friend, I've been coming to your rescue this whole time. I've been coming to your rescue for months at this point. I didn't came to your rescue. You didn't got kidnapped. This was at 4 o'clock in the morning. They didn't show back up into my house till 7. Wasn't answering the phone. Nobody knew where she was. Nobody could find her. So I took it upon myself to call my mama. All this shit happening under my roof. I could call my mama and tell her whatever I wanted to tell her. So I call my mama and I tell her, but mind you, we've been best friends since 8th grade, so my mama love her. So she like, oh, we need to get her the fuck away from him. Like, she need to leave his ass alone today. So my mama take it upon herself to call her mama. And they come over here when they finally got back and shit, after he kidnapped her. They got back and like, all my folks and her mama folks came over here to rescue her, basically. So this day, we put him out, and she left too, because like, no, they put out this day or whatever. He take my house key. So like, as a best friend, she's texting me. She like, thank you so much. I couldn't take it no more. I really couldn't take it no more. I appreciate you. All that shit. I love you. Like, grateful as fuck. The first day that this shit happened. So like, I'm asking him like, you got my dunk? Can you ask him about the key or whatever? Can you ask him about the key? I'm steadily asking him. This is the middle of February going on to March. I'm asking you about my key. Babe, what's today?
Today is Thursday, May the 1st.
May 1st. This shit happened in April, like in April when we was arguing and shit. Yeah, you been pretending like you ain't been talking to this nigga and shit. Like, every time I ask you about my key, it's a runaround. Every time. So like, this weekend that just passed, Friday, I text her. Like, I seen she posted on Snapchat or whatever that they was going out of town. So like, okay, you with the nigga, ask the nigga, do he got my key? Like, where the fuck is the key at? She text me back and she say, oh, he threw it the day he left your house. I cut her off then. I'm not gonna lie. Because I gave y'all somewhere to stay at and lay our head at, and he got the audacity to throw my key. Are you serious? So, and you just sitting up here texting me this. You ain't say sorry. You ain't try to, okay, how much it is, I'll pay for it. I gotta text you. I text her the next morning and I said, it's $40 to replace my key. Like, at this point, I just want my lock changed. I don't know he threw my key for real. I don't know if he threw my key. I want my whole locks changed. Oh, you're not paying it. You're not paying it. This, that, and the third. So I go knock on the bitch door. Her mama come to the door. She be lying so fucking much. Her mama trying to figure out what the fuck going on. I'm telling her everything. I told her mama from the nitty to the gritty. On my mama. Everything she asked about, I said that shit. The truth. Because don't lie on me. So, mind you, I asked her for the $40. And then she said, she was like, she's not paying it. Y'all gotta come back for part 2.
I opened up her phone, went to messages, and all I did was search up my name. Y'all, threads. Story time on the time that I found out my best friend hated my guts. So it's senior year, and me and her were both captains of the cheer team, and it's a basketball game, and we're all at the basketball game chilling, having a good time. It's halftime. So there's a vending machine at my high school outside of like the gym area. So we went out there, all the cheerleaders, to go, mingle, get some snacks, hang out. I liked annoying her at the time, so I would always like do things that would just be like, I thought I was giving like the annoying little friend, but no. So we're outside at halftime, and I'm basically trying to like reach for her phone, grab her phone, like get her phone from her just to annoy her. Normal shit. I finally grab her phone from her and I look at it and it's unlocked. And I don't think she knew it was unlocked. So she walked away because she wasn't entertaining my BS. But I now had an unlocked phone that I was going to use at my advantage. Mind you, when we first became close, because we knew of each other for a minute, but when we first became close, we were in a friend group that was brought up off of like roasting. And also we worked the same job, we were on the same cheer team, and we had some of the same classes. So it was like we were 2 peas in a pod. But I was actually the only one in that pod. Mind you, a few weeks before, me and my friend, we were sitting in the car and we were talking about her and we were basically saying like, something feels off. Like, I don't know, something feels off. So now when I have the phone unlocked, I already know what I'm about to do. I opened up her phone, went to messages, and all I did was search up my name. Y'all, threads. Like, no, threads, months back. Like, we're talking, mind you, we're now in March. These text messages go back to August. The worst part about it was not even that she didn't like me and was talking shit about me. She was talking shit about me to her mom. I know I'm wrong. I shouldn't have been going through the phone. I get it. I definitely violated her privacy, but I needed answers. I'm reading the messages, and the messages are saying stuff like, oh, I hate him. I can't stand him. We have to be together. Like, I wish we didn't have to. He's so annoying. It was a lot of messages with hate, annoying, I don't like. The messages opened up my eyes like she really did not like me. A good way to put it was she was tolerating me. Mind y'all, I'm figuring all of this out at the game. She's inside, I'm out here by myself reading these messages, gagging. So I'm quick on my feet and I think, okay, I need to tell my other best friend who's on the cheer team too. So I go in there and I get her and I basically go in and I'm like, she has a family emergency, we need to go. No family emergency, nothing. I just needed her out the gym. Grab her, I go tell her everything. We're thinking of a plan. What do we do? Me being me, I'm not gonna tell her that I know that you don't like me. I'm just gonna like observe, see how psycho it really can get. I did not tell this girl, y'all, for 2 weeks. She played her role. But the problem with it was I couldn't be fake, so she started catching on that like something was off. I was gonna get my get back, but everything you do warrants a reaction. You know, like if I did something, then it's fair game. But y'all, why when I told her that I know she doesn't like me, she flipped it on me and said I shouldn't have been going through her phone? Touche.
Let me tell y'all this story about how I took an Uber to this party. And the Uber driver cried the entire ride, telling me everything I needed to know about where I was heading. And I'll be honest, I shouldn't have been there. I shouldn't have gone there at all. But my heart wanted to anyway. But let me tell y'all what happened. So we gonna call my friend Erica, right? Okay. Now, Erica is the type of friend that always has something going on. And what I mean by that is Erica is always throwing something, some type of event, whether it's birthdays, holidays, let's get together some type of days. Don't even think about planning nothing because she already got something for that day. Now, me and Erica, we go way back, all the way back to our teenage years. She always was cool. She was always a good vibe. And her parties, we always had a good time, right? Now, it wasn't until recently when I realized that Erica don't really show up for me in a way that I've shown up for her in the past. Not emotionally, physically, or nothing. There will be times where I would invite Erica to certain things that I'm a part of or things that I'm doing, and she'll never show up. Or she'll make an excuse as to why she's not going to be able to come. And she did this quite often. So it got to the point where I started to notice the pattern. And I just kind of pulled away from her. Girl, that was a time when Erica had fell on hard times. She had lost her car. She was going through some things. And she really needed help. And I was there. And it's crazy how the world works because the roles end up being reversed to where I fell on hard times and I needed help. But she was nowhere to be found. Well, not until this particular day. So this is like October of last year, right? Now, mind you, at this time, I did not have transportation. I was just trying to figure things out, right? So at the time, I'm in my plant room when I got a text message from my friend Erica. Now, mind you, I haven't talked to Erica in months. So when I saw her name come across my phone, I'm like, that's interesting. So I opens up the message. Come to find out, it's a group text message talking about a reminder of her Halloween party. And I'm like, reminder? I'm like, So when I started to read a little bit more, she was telling everybody to make sure that you bring your Halloween pajama theme set. So I responded and I was like, hey, girl, I was like, this looks kind of fun. Like, Halloween is one of my favorite holidays. I might be able to actually come through this time, right? So she immediately calls me after I send the text message. So she calls me and she's like, hey, girl, you mustn't get the first message. And I was like, no, like, this is my first time hearing about a party. So she's like, oh, well, everyone is wearing Halloween-themed pajamas. The party's going to start at 7. It's going to be at my house. Girl, we're going to have a lot of fun. A lot of people are going to come. You should bring a +1. So at the time, I'm fresh out of a relationship. I'm like, baby, ain't no +1. This is going to be me. That's it. Unless I just find somebody that can go with me. And she was just like, well, girl, just let me know. It's cool. So, friends, something in me was telling me, like, you shouldn't go to that party. But another part of me was like, you haven't been out in a while. You were just talking about hanging with friends. Like, you should get outside and have some fun, right? And Halloween is one of your favorite holidays. Why not? So fast forward, girl, one of my friends hit me up out of nowhere and was like, hey, Dream, like, you want some company? You busy? And I'm like, girl, no, I'm actually not doing nothing at all. Like, yes, you can definitely come over, you know? I hadn't been social in so long. It's just been me. So I was so excited to hear from somebody. So my friend came over, y'all. So I done hooked up the little hookah child. Like we doing our thing with that, you know, like we playing cards. We done grab some food. We having a good ass little time. So that's when I mentioned to her, I was like, girl, like, how you feel about going to a Halloween party? One of my friends is throwing one, and she said I can bring a +1. So she was like, damn, that's right on time, because I had planned on coming back to Birmingham that weekend or whatever. So like, yeah, we can go. So bitch, I'm like, bet, okay, there go my ride, bitch. So I'm telling her, I'm like, man, we gonna need some Halloween themed pajamas for the party. And so she's like, damn, we gonna need to go to the store. She said, because like that's gonna be next weekend, and I'm not coming back down here until next weekend. So I was like, damn, and we can't go now because shit, it's already late. So she was like, well, how about I stay the night, and man, you can just go to the store in the morning. And I'm like, well, that's perfect because I'm off tomorrow. Let's just do that. So the next day comes, and so me and my friend, we getting ready to go to the store so we can find what we need, right? So that's when she's like, wait a minute, did you say Halloween themed pajamas or like a Halloween costume? And so I'm like, well, she said pajamas, but I don't know if we could do costumes. She said, because like, I don't know. I just want to give us more options just in case we have a hard time finding the pajamas. We can at least get like a costume from Walmart or some shit, you know? And I'm like, well, yeah, let me just check in with her, right? So while my friend is standing there, I call Erica on FaceTime to check in to see, like, can we wear a costume if we can't find pajamas? So Erica answers the phone. So I'm like, hey girl, I'm trying to figure out, when you said we needed to have Halloween pajamas, did you mean costumes? She was like, oh no girl, not the costumes, just the pajamas or whatever. She was just telling me like some places that I can go to find some, right? And I was like, okay. And I was like, girl, I got a +1. I wanted to let you know about or whatever. And so she was like, oh, girl, like, we're not going to have room for a +1, boo. She was like, it's so many people that's coming or whatever. So, like, yeah, that ain't going to work. And so I was like, oh, okay. I was like, well, damn, I wish I would have known that before I told her she could come. She was going to be my ride to the party as well. So, girl, now I'm thinking like, yeah, this ain't working out. So that's when she offers to come and pick me up the day of the party around 12. But I'm like, I'm going to be at work that day. I don't get off until 7. So when I do come, it's going to be later anyway. But yeah, I'm not going to be just missing money just to sit around at your house. So I'm like, well, girl, I'll figure something out. If I'm not able to make it, I'll just let you know, right? So she's like, okay, cool. So we get out the phone. At this point, me and my friend looking at each other, we just like, she's like, so you still want to go to that party, huh? And I'm like, some telling me not to, but at the same time, I haven't gotten out in so long. She's like, what's your intuition telling you? And I'm like, I don't know. So she's like, come on, Dream, let's go get the pajamas. So we get up, we go to the store. We done went to about 2-3 stores at this point, y'all, and finally found some damn pajamas. The whole time I'm just like, bro, like, this is when you're supposed to listen to that intuition, ma'am. But of course, my heart gets in the way. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go because I ain't been nowhere. Shit. And right at this moment, that's when I should have paused and just kind of reflected on everything, because all the signs were there for me to just be like, yeah, I ain't going to be able to make it, baby. It's too many layers. It's too many things that I got to figure out, and it's not that deep. It's just not that deep. But of course, that didn't happen. Of course I went. Fucking of course. I wouldn't have a story to tell you. Now would I? And I know you're wondering, well, how the hell did the Uber come into play? Child, let me just explain it to you in part 2, baby. So I left out telling y'all that right at the moment where I had my +1, I had my ride to the party, All of a sudden, that magically changed. When I called Erica, she told me that I can no longer bring a +1. 2 days later, how the fuck did that change so fast? And it's like something in my gut kept telling me, don't force this, don't force this. But I pushed past the feeling, like I'm all in Walmart just kind of battling with it until I found my pajamas. And it was so freaking cute, y'all. And from that moment, I got excited again because I'm like, man, like I really wanted to do something for Halloween, but I didn't have any plans. I just wanted to support. And I got so tired of being by myself all the time. I just felt like I needed to get outside. I really should have stayed inside. But we're going to keep the story going. So let me tell y'all what's so fucking crazy about this shit, right? So remember I told y'all that my friend was going to come back to Birmingham that next weekend, right? Because she had plans for that next day. How about her plans got canceled? So she wasn't coming to Birmingham after all. I didn't even expect for her to come to Birmingham just to take me to a party and wait around until it was done. Like, yeah, that shit was dead. So I decided that I was going to take an Uber. And I know. I was going to be outside. I was ready to eat and have a good time and socialize. And I was going to support my friend, because that's what friends do. Now, friend, this is where it gets deep. So I gets ready to leave out the house and I gets into the Uber car. So when I get into the car, I don't see the driver's face, right? She speaks to me, but her head is, face towards the front the entire time. She never looked back. I can tell that from the app that this is the same person just from her picture, but it's just odd, like really odd. So that's when I noticed that she was crying. I can hear her like sniffling and stuff like that. Now, I typically don't talk when I'm in a car, but something told me to say something to her, right? I said, hey, how's your day going? So she starts opening up to me about her day, really her life. She started out telling me about her kids. Now, her kids are grown, but she says that she doesn't have a tight relationship with them. She was telling me how she would put so much effort into being present for them and they wouldn't do the same thing for her. So she was telling me that she was in between jobs and trying to get back on her feet. She recently started her Airbnb business and how excited she was about it. And she realized that, damn, she had nobody to talk to about it but a stranger, which was me. So me being me, I'm in the backseat uplifting her. I'm like, yes, Airbnb business. I said, I hear all the things that you are having trouble with. I said, but let's celebrate yourself for a second. Like, let's acknowledge that. I told her that I was also an Airbnb host doing Airbnb on the second level of my home. She was shocked, like, wow, really? Like, oh my God, that's so exciting. She was like, I'm so glad that I made it to your trip. And I was like, what do you mean? She said, well, I almost didn't take your trip. She said, right before I came and got you, someone almost cut me off and I almost flew off the road. She said, when I regained control, your trip came through and I accepted it. I didn't even realize that I didn't take the time to really pull over and gather myself and make sure that I was okay. I just jumped right back into doing what I felt I needed to do. And that was to be present and available for you. She said, something told me to just shake back and to go and pick you up. And now I'm glad I did, because had it not been for this ride, I probably wouldn't have felt as good as I do now about my situation and what I got going on. So in this moment, y'all, I get chills. My eyes are watering up and I'm just like, wait, this lady is speaking to my soul. I feel like I need to really be paying attention. So that's when she says, it always feels good when you can be there for someone, but for someone to reciprocate and do the same for you, that's even better. It makes the risk worthwhile. It makes the effort everything. When she said that, it's like that shit just repeated to me over and over and over, y'all. And at this point, the lady is boohoo crying. I'm in the back seat, tears flowing, y'all, and I just did my makeup. And I'm just like, that shit really touched me. And the whole time, we're 10 minutes away from where I'm supposed to be. Here I am going to this party, supporting someone that ain't even on that level. Probably wouldn't even be doing all this shit for me. I done fought so hard to even get here to a party. So we finally made it to my destination, y'all. She pulls up in the driveway. And y'all, I was so into what we were talking about. I didn't even look at my surroundings. I didn't even see who I was there. I didn't give a damn. Like, I was just so into what this lady was talking about. And y'all, she finally turned around. And she was just crying and wiping her face. And I was like, come on, you got this. I said, we got this. Okay? We gonna be all right. I was like, I'm going through hard times too, but we gonna be all right, you know? Whew. And she tells me, she was like, this was the best night I've had in a long time. You're a beautiful soul, and your people are out there. Don't give up. And I was like, likewise. Your people are out there too. Keep going. So y'all, I get out the car. I get to the door. I rung the doorbell. Now, mind y'all, I'm like a whole hour and some change left, okay? Because mind you, I just got off at 7, and I had to get dressed, and I had to wait for my Uber, and I had to get there. So, child, I'm late as hell, but it is what it is. I'm here. So I get to the door. I ring the doorbell, and my friend Erica comes to the door like, hey, girl, I'm glad you made it, right? So I walk in, I see all the decorations. It looks really spooky in there. They're like, okay, this is about to be a time, okay? So I'm like, okay, girl, where everybody at? Why am I the only one there? 2 hours passed, and only 2 more people showed. And this was the same friend that told me that there were going to be so many people that I wouldn't have been able to bring a +1. In that moment, I was ready to call that lady back and get back in that car and she take me back to the house. Because what? So I go to the bathroom, and at this moment, I'm looking in the mirror at myself. And it hit me, y'all. I really wasn't supposed to be there. The next day came, I called my friend. And so she asked me how was the party, you know? And I'm like, well. And the first thing she said was, you weren't supposed to be there, huh? I said, nope. Should have listened to my intuition. I said, baby, how about nobody showed? But 2 people. After 2 hours. Same person that said you couldn't have a +1 didn't have a full attendance. She said maybe they all felt like how you felt. That's why they didn't show up. And that's when it hit me. Because when I first heard about the party, that was a reminder. I didn't even get the first one. And then, all of a sudden, I could no longer have a +1. And then, my ride plans were canceled that weekend, so she didn't even come to Birmingham. So I was left with an Uber as an option. And then my Uber driver had a whole meltdown about the same situation that I was going through. And I'm just like, bro, all the signs. Let this story be your reminder to stop showing up for people who won't show up for you. Your people are out there.
You're officially coming with me. You got that. You're the